What's up, G's? Let me explain to you guys why you should never, ever wait for pussy. Guys, if you're high value, do you really believe you should be waiting for pussy? That cannot be an actual thing that you believe in your head. All these girls nowadays, especially the older ones, and I've done a video on that, on older chicks in general. I'm not a big fan on like older chicks, you know? I'm not trying to sound like, you know, like crazy, but any guy will relate to me when I say that no one wants like a 30-year-old like chick. No one gives a fuck. At that age, it's already too old. Too much baggage, too much bullshit. But now imagine this. Imagine you're trying to date a 24, 25-year-old. She might even be 23. Do you know how many guys have, on a probabilistic curve, if you look at the probabilistic curve, have ran through that bitch? You guys understand that? There's been a Tyrone or a Chad that has already ran through that, and now you come along, Mr. Nice Guy, and she makes you wait like fucking 4, 5, 6 days. What the fuck? She is basically turning you into a massive simp. That's why, guys, I don't wait. I don't wait. There's another quote by a very famous guy. It's like, I don't wait, I just grab. I don't do the last part unless she asks, or maybe unless she asks. Let's keep it like correct here, politically correct. I don't wait, guys, I don't wait. That's why I made the video on my channel where I explain to you guys how I always most certainly smash on the first date. And you guys should have the same mentality, because if you're a high value guy, you don't have shit to wait for. You're not gonna be waiting. Imagine this, you're on the date, you're spending fucking cash. And if you think about it, it's almost an investment that you're making. You're spending cash, you're spending money. First date, $80. If all you brokies out there are like, oh, my prince, $80, that's a lot of money. I don't know in fucking which world you live in, bro. But for me, $80 is not a lot of money. And plus right now in the world we live, how the fuck are you even like going out to eat and it's like under $100 unless you're going out to some fucking brokey ass place. So you better start making some money, because every date you go is most likely gonna cost you at the very least, somewhere between $50 and $100. Now, you go on a date, it's $50, and then you're like, if you do my move, you're like, hey, you know, I live in a nice apartment, I can show you the beautiful view, and then she's like, yeah, you're like, all right, fine, we don't have to, you know, you play it cool. Second date comes along, she still spend another like $50 to $100. Now you're like almost $200 deep. You do the same move, she's like, Third date, your third chance. Now you get her to your place, you start kissing, and now she's like, oh no, it's too early. Bro, at that point, you should cut that bitch off. Actually, I can also explain you which tactics I use in order to prevent bullshit like that. I have common tactics. What you guys should understand is this falls under the category of game. Of course, I preach you should like look as good as you can. You should look fly, you should have class, you should have swag, right? And then also you should have killer instinct. You should be asking a chick out all the time. You should be asking out within 10 messages if she wants to go on a date. After the date, you should always ask her back to your place. You should always be escalating, right? Always be escalating, or else you come off as a bitch. But one last thing you guys also need is game. And game is the ability to know how to react in any given situation. It's like objection, handling objections. So, what I tell the chick, if she's playing games like that, literally, and I recommend you guys to do the same shit. Just tell her, let's say you're already at the stage where it's like you're almost about to stick it in, right? You're almost there, almost about to stick it in. And she's like, you know what? I think it's still too early. You can try a couple of times. Of course, she says no, it's no. But literally, if she's like, nah, literally tell her this, yeah, it's cool, I actually don't want to anyway. Believe me, that's literally one of the most hilarious lines you can tell a girl. Because once you tell her, like, you know what, yeah, I don't want to anyway, she's like, what do you mean you don't want to? Oh, why? Like, oh, what's wrong? Like, yeah, you know, like, yeah, it's cool, like, we don't have to, because, yeah, I'm kind of not in the mood anyway, I don't even want to. You're gonna see that chick, her eyes are gonna light up, because she's probably never ever heard something like that before. And the only person who can say shit like that, and the only reason I even came up with this bullshit, is if you're an actual boss. Because how am I gonna have some chick tell me when and not to have sex? I decide. I don't give a fuck. If she tells me she's not ready, then I'm not ready. Do you see the logic? If a chick says, yeah, you know what, it's true. You know what, yeah, you know, right. You know, you're right, it's too early. I'm not interested. And you don't say it in a way where it's like you are literally telling her that, you know, you don't like her. All you're saying is that you're not in the mood. And you think it's right, that it's a little bit too early, you know, and that you're not really interested right now. Because, you know, she just doesn't. That is one of the best lines I've ever used on a chick. I used it once on Axe, and I saw how effective that was. That chick almost started begging me 30 minutes later to fuck her. So that's the game, guys. Never ever wait for pussy. Never go longer than 3 dates. If it goes longer than 3 dates, cut her off. Always ask the chick out on a date if she's gonna come back home with you, and always try to ask. And if there ever comes a point where you're almost there, and if she starts playing these stupid games, just play along. Like, yeah, it's fun. I don't want to anyway. I didn't want to anyway. I'm cool. And watch that chick probably start banging you to have sex with you.